Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and salutations, and
Yes.
welcome to the special edition and another edition of the Satchel POV.
I like that.
I am your host, Jeff, and we are gathered with our co host, Sheila. Sheila, say hello.
Ooh, hello, hello, everybody. Happy Saturday.
She's always extra. Anyway,
Wait
Me.
a minute.
and we have our special guest, Mr. and Mrs. Satchel, Jamal and Ronnie. Say hello.
What
Hey
up?
guys.
Okay, we throwing up gang signs. All right, that's what we doing this month. It's Saturday. This
A
is
peace sign. Jesus, gang sign now. Jeez.
this is what we do in the morning.
Gang sign.
All right.
For him to be a police.
We want to say greetings to y'all. It is another edition. We are excited. I think this is going to be a huge topic. We talked about
Absolutely.
gender roles today. I'm excited to get into it. I think it's going to be very thought provoking. But before we get started, we're going to go ahead and ask Sheila to go ahead and tell the people what they
Yes,
should
yes,
do.
yes. All right. Welcome, welcome, everyone. The first thing we want you to do is we would love for you to hit that like button. We would love for you to hit that share button. And for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And if you're feeling real good about it, hit that notification button so you can always know when we're live. And as you come into the room, guys, put it in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. We
Yeah,
want to know where you're watching us from today. All right. That's all I got. Let's get into it.
we're about to get into it. But before we have a first time guest on the show,
We do. We do.
my baby bro,
Yes.
Jeez.
Jamal,
You got to give it
aka
baby.
Lil Dirt.
Oh, everybody got jokes today. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
we having fun. It's Saturday, bro. I'm on, we cutting up today. But go ahead and tell the people a little about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Dang,
I
but,
mean, he just put you right on the spot.
I sure enough
tell
did.
me about yourself. Nothing. Shoot. What,
How
what?
long you been? How long you been married? How many kids you got? Tell us a little something, bro.
Man, I got 4 kids. Been married for 25 years.
Wait a minute. I mean, so you got married when you was like what 10? Like, wait, let's be
What?
realistic.
Oh, she
What's
making me younger
happening?
than I am. Thank you.
You know what? Is
But
it?
nah, bro.
No. I was
Go
just
ahead,
like,
Ronnie.
Oh no. I was about to say, what do you know? Is that it?
oh, yeah, that's it. 12 years.
How
I'm
long we been
simple.
married?
Huh?
How long we been married?
God dang. I don't keep up with times and stuff like that. That's not me.
He said that he don't keep up with time. He just know that he's
Hey,
still in it.
that ain't me,
He's
bro.
still in it. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's still here.
I was trying to help with your introduction.
Nah, they trying to embarrass me. Like, yeah,
You
you
know
Ain't
what?
nobody embarrass you, bro. That's all right. And I
know.
see my beautiful niece Corey is in the picture. Hey, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, cutie. But with all that out, we are going to go ahead and get
All
started
right.
with
What we talking about
gender
today?
roles. And so this came up. I'm gonna tell y'all how this whole thing came up. I was I noticed there's a lot of debate on what men and women should do when it comes to relationships or just jobs, occupations, everything like that. So it was I'll give you the story. It was a woman and her spouse, and she was like, "Hey, you gonna take out the trash?" And he was like, "Well, you right there. Why don't you take it out?" She was like, "Well, my daddy told me that's a man's job." And he was just like, "That's funny." My mom said washing the dishes is a woman's job. You gonna wash the dishes? And she was like, "Nah, I was told both of us can do that." So, with that being stated, I started asking my spouse the same thing. What's up with that? Like, are there male jobs and female jobs? Because I don't know. I feel like I'm somewhere in between. I do feel like some jobs are meant for men, but I do feel like anybody can do almost anything. But there is a stereotype when there's a woman doing certain things, and there's a stereotype when men are not doing certain things. So that's what I want to dive into. So, like, I would say, like, with the trash thing, since I brought it up,
Hmm.
trash is not an issue in my house. But that's my in my house. I feel like my wife doesn't have to take out the trash. That's what me and my son is going to do. Now, granted, if I'm not there and the trash is stinking, I'm hoping that she will take out the trash and not wait for me for me to get there. So I feel like that's something that she can do, but it's not a requirement that I put on her. Do you guys see what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like Sheila said something that I missed. So what do y'all think about that? Y'all can go ahead and chime in.
You and chime in first.
Yeah.
How you feel about the trash? So we on trash.
Trash. I don't really care. Like I'm with Jeff. You know what I mean? I mean, you know how I already feel about the type. I feel like everything should be 50-50 if you want to be like that. Because I feel like, you know, I don't have no gender roles. I feel like everybody can do everything. That's what it is. We all equal. I don't raise my kids. I mean, like, especially the daughters. My daughters, like, y'all can do the same thing a man can do. That's all.
Okay. Well, let me dig into that. I'm intrigued. I want to dig into that. You said 50-50. So that means, so when you say 50-50,
I'm saying, we talking about it's our home. Why wouldn't you want that house to be, you know what I mean? It's our home. I want our house to be clean. I don't clean it up whether you hear it or not. So I want it to be clean when I get home too. You know what I mean?
So my thing is this though. When you say 50-50, so you feel like Ronnie should be taking out the trash half the time, and you taking out the trash half of the time?
I mean, like you said,
It's a question.
You talk about half the time. I mean,
you said 50-50.
You know what I mean? My dumpster's not that far. It's like, bam.
So that,
you know what I'm saying? And then too, like you said, I got sons too, so she shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? Something boys can do it.
They can do it.
They can
but
do
should
it.
but are they responsible to do it?
But I say the same thing for the girls. The girls can take the trash out too. I always say that. And I said, granted, y'all can do anything the boys can do. Like when it comes to getting groceries. I don't just get the boys. You can get the girls too. Come on. That's an even thing. You can get the groceries too. Y'all can do everything the same. I don't wanna hold you, stereotype you to one thing.
Right.
Go ahead, Sheila.
I think that it could be situational. So, like, I was listening to, what Jamal was saying, and I'm kind of like, I get it, because to me, it's situational. For one, taking out the trash is a life skill. Okay, to me, you need to know how to do it. It don't matter whether you male, female, what have you, because when you get out there on your own and you in your own place, I mean, you might be at a fancy place where they come get your trash, but if not, you're gonna have to take it out yourself, because I know you're not calling us to come to your house to take out your trash. So you definitely, like, be it male or female, you need to know how to take out the trash. So what I would say is that everybody needs to know how the house works. Like he said, everybody needs to know how the house works, because one day you're gonna have your own house and you need to know how to manage that house.
Right.
And it's not you know what I'm saying? I would say it's based on what you know how to do.
Interesting.
Because, I mean, for instance, I cook, right? Jeff, he cook a little bit. I do.
Why you gotta put a
Wait a minute. I gave you the little bit. It's okay.
I don't like that. Go ahead.
Well, do you only cook a little bit?
No. How often I cook doesn't diminish how I can cook. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that you can't cook.
I'm not because we had this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
All right, because we had the same debate. Because I got frustrated because she said you don't cook. So me saying you don't cook mean I can't cook. I can cook. Don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't say I can't cook, because I can cook.
I can cook. I had this. I just don't do it.
So why? That was the thing.
Huh?
Because it's my role, it's my job to cook.
You're a better cook. Wow. You love cooking, as she said.
Strengths and weaknesses.
Like she said,
Strengths and
I'm a
weaknesses.
cooker, just not the cooker. So why don't you cook majority of the time then? It's fair.
Strengths and weaknesses. Now Jeff is, shifting a little more back into the kitchen because sis be busy. And
Right.
I be like, I need you to hop in there because I'm kind of running short on time and stuff. But my thing is, what makes the difference is, even though I do the majority of the cooking, it's not mandatory. Like he's not like, you gotta cook because that's your
Right.
place. Like it's not like that.
Right.
Like he's never said that.
True. So I want to touch on something since we was talking about the different things. I had a situation. I remember I was talking to like a coworker of mine, and Ronnie, you remember this? You was about to do my oil change,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was telling them, they was just like, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh man, I gotta get my car ready to get my oil change. My sister gonna do my oil change," and they looked at me like, "Your sister? Like, why you ain't doing your own oil change?" And they try to make me feel a certain kind of way, like, "Well,
Right.
you a dude. Why can't you do an oil change?" For one, I'm not gonna say I 100% know how to do an oil change. For one, but
Right.
two, you're a certified aircraft mechanic, and
Right.
so my thing is, why not let the professional do it?
Right.
Right.
Because if I
know
said
what
I
you
was
mean.
going to the car dealership, you don't know if it's a male or female working on your
Right.
car.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna say nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, because I said my sister's working on the car, they look at you like, what?
Right.
Why
Right.
is she working on the car and not you? So my thing is, there is a stereotype on, well, men should be working on cars
Right.
and women shouldn't. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, because here's the thing, I'll say that. Just I said the oil change thing, but then I had the same situation when I ran past somebody and I seen a female changing the tire and the dude was in the passenger seat. It made me feel a certain kind of way because I'm like, bro, that's a lazy dude. That's automatically what came to my head. Like,
Right.
why is she changing the tire and he's not? And so I feel like I'm kind of stuck. I'm I'm for gender roles, but I'm not for gender roles at the same time. So y'all help me out. How do y'all feel about those?
I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from. Sometimes too, like even as far as pumping gas, like if I see a female pumping the gas and then the guy is on the passenger side and just chilling, I'm like,
Bruh.
did I miss something? So I don't know. And that's why, like I said, I put maybe for gender roles because, like, granted, we don't know that story, but is it the same for like maybe some guys weren't taught
How to
that's
pump
even
gas?
like gender roles, just that's like you just weren't taught any type of
I'm about to say, I go around.
is gentlemanship a word?
I don't know
I
about that
I think the word is chivalry.
one. Yeah.
Gentlemanship.
If it's not, we about to hashtag it gentlemanship.
Gentlemanship.
Go ahead.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
But then I feel like sometimes with the female who's the one that's pumping the gas, like, why are you?
That's what I
You know, because I mean, for humans, I feel like we automatically go after the guy. Like, why aren't you doing it?
Yeah.
But to the female, and this is coming from another female, why are you doing certain roles, doing certain things in your relationship, or allowing certain things
That's good.
in your relationship?
I think it's background for real. Because
The background.
Yeah, like I was always accustomed to taking out my own trash, pumping my own gas, just doing everything myself. That's single life. You know what I mean? So it's like you do it all. Now, granted, I won't change in no oil. Okay, so take it to the shop.
So
but I mean, that's just what. And so Jeff did when we first started dating. He would like pump the gas and stuff like that. He still do it now.
mhm.
But I had to like have a little conversation with myself to be like, it's okay.
Okay.
Sometimes
Gotcha.
I think with women, we feel like I gotta let you know that I can handle it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
But I was like, that was actually hurting us in the beginning because I was just very individual minded.
Right.
And I had to kind of let go of that and kind of take on more so of a community mindset versus the individual mindset.
Right.
Because now, especially on them cold days, I'd be like,
See what I'm saying?
Gender rules.
Okay, so how do
Get your behind out there and get in the cold, and you ain't no man gonna heat that car up in that freezing below temperature, Joe.
Huh?
Like,
You
I
want that? But
ain't trying to do it either, guys.
now straight up, he don't now in the morning.
Push
that's
start,
the
push
expectation.
start, girl.
I get up pretty early. Now he ain't up in the morning when I get up. It would be nice, but I was like, he ain't up.
No. So okay, so back to when you were saying you had to kind of talk to yourself as far as allowing him to do things. So was that all you, or was he started to step in and be like, "Hey, like, what you doing?" Because that's what Jamal would do. Like, I get ready to step out of the car, and he was like, "You really about to pump this gas?" And I'm sitting here.
So I'll speak to that. Hey T, thank you for chiming in. For me, that was me. Because I felt like that was my responsibility,
Okay.
and so this is crazy. I'll give you a little background. Jamal,
Okay.
you can tag in or not. So my thing was, we were three boys. Three of us was raised together, and so we had to wash dishes, we had to wash clothes, we had to do, like, we did everything. So it wasn't no female. Not that my mom was around, but you know what I'm saying. But there was no other female to be like, oh well, only the girls do this, and only no, we did it all. We washed you know what I'm saying. We cleaned the tubs, we vacuumed, we cleaned, we did all of that. But at the same time, I grew up with my grandparents as well. I was around my grandparents a lot, and so although they taught us how to iron and how to cook and stuff like that, they was always, hey, you need to open the door for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the man should be on this side of the on the street to protect protect the woman. You should you should put a chair out for a lady and stuff like that. We was taught that what I'm saying, that chivalry, like, hey, this is what a man is supposed to do. So
Mm-hmm.
I have that battle where I was taught one thing, but I was also taught, hey, this is what a man should do, and you're not doing these things, then you're not really being a man. So that's where my struggle is. So I feel like I was, so in the beginning of our relationship, when she was, although she's independent, and I'm not saying that she's weak or anything like that, these are the things like, hey, why you pumping the gas? I got you. Because when you're doing that, you're saying to me, my thought at that time was, you're saying you don't need me, or I'm not being a man. Because I was also taught a woman only steps up when there's not a man there to do it. And so
Mm-hmm.
if I'm right here and you're doing what I was taught that I was supposed to do,
Not doing enough.
then I'm not doing my
Wow.
job.
That's a lot right there. Because I was like, and my mindset was, I didn't, I was in a single parent home. It was just me, my mom, my brothers, and my sisters. You know what I'm saying? It was no like male presence. So for me, it was just like, well, that ain't it just wasn't part of my history.
Right.
You got a car, you pump your gas. You got a place, you take care of it. You pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? You don't lean on nobody to do nothing for you. You get it done yourself. Now, granted, that did, give us a little bit of a challenge in the beginning.
Right.
But anyway.
Same. Because I grew up, my grandma raised me and my three sisters. So it was a house full of girls. And we did everything. Like, there wasn't nothing that we didn't do. And that's what, with Jamal, cutting grass, taking out the trash, helping my grandma around the house, fixing things. We learned a lot from her, laying carpet and repairing holes in the wall. Because like I said, there was no male around. So I think that was a challenge too. when we got together, and especially when it came, I think that was a big bump around the time when I was get into more of you getting to know me and you realizing I knew a lot about cars. There's been a lot of public appearances too. Like we can go in AutoZone. Granted, most people are going to gravitate towards Jamal. Hey, how you doing, sir? What you need? But Jamal would tell people like, look, I don't know. None of these questions you asked me. Talk to her.
Right.
Okay.
That is so like.
I mean, I don't really care about nobody's opinion. So when they be like, "Oh, man, you don't know nothing," if she knows, why should I be mad if she knows more than I know about cars?
Right.
Okay, good. I know something. I do something better than her. And when they just come to her field, all right. Well, I'm not gonna step on her toes. She not us. Hey, I'm gonna fuss with her. You doing that wrong? I don't know nothing about it.
So I think that's good because you're saying you're securing yourself,
right?
And like,
look, nobody gonna ever take me out of my comfort zone, bro. Like I don't care. You can have your own opinion all you want. Like I'm with it.
That's what's up.
No, because that's good. But I guess my thing is, do you feel like there's certain things? I guess my thing is there an expectation from anybody on, hey, this one particular thing a man should do over a woman, or this one particular thing a woman should do over a man?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Those of y'all who are watching, y'all chime in and give us your feedback on that. Say the question again, Bill.
So my thing is, what is do you have gender expectations? Because that's really what gender roles is. You're expecting somebody to do something because of their gender. We made light of something like the trash, and then we got on taking care of the car. Now my thing is, my thing with the car, I'm going to take it to the professionals because I'm not an expert. I can do a little bit about a little bit, but I can't. I can't do it all. And so I'm fortunate that I have a sister who's a mechanic,
right?
And then when she's not available, I take her to the shop. And I feel like Jamal, I'm secure in that. I'm okay with that. So it's all about what you're comfortable for. Okay, yeah, it's all in what's comfortable for you. I agree. But then my thing is, I don't know. I'm still half and half. And I say that being because I'll say this. Like I was telling y'all, my beliefs, I was taught one way, but at the same time, I have also matured. So there are certain things I do still feel like, hey, a man should be doing that. Not saying that a woman can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna say that because I'm not gonna say like we all believe. It's not one gender over another. We're not doing that silly stuff there. I feel like everybody can do everything.
Yeah.
Well, we can, except for we can't have no baby. That's just
that's all I
would say.
That's physically impossible for us.
Right.
Even though, but other than that, I'm just saying I feel like yes, anybody if you put your mind to it, yes, you can do it. Now the question is, should you do it? Because
I got something.
Go ahead.
And it might, this might get a little sticky, but I have a son. And like I can admit and say there are certain things I can't teach him because I'm not a dude. I'm not going to be one. I'm a female. And I don't have those male experience. Like I don't have no male experiences to give him. I don't know what it's like to be a male. I don't know what it's like to be a black male on top of that. So I definitely feel like that's something I lean on his dad for. I can do what mommy can do. I can love on you. I do correct him. I can nurture you. Like I can do the things that's within me to do. But as far as like shaping him, and molding him and for like manhood.
No, I think
I can't do that. I don't call that a gender role. I'm just saying, like, you just can't.
Go ahead, Sheila. You
Well,
can go
I'm
ahead
about to
and
say,
address the
also,
comment.
what you're saying, that's like, I had a daughter. I can't teach her how to be a woman. I have to find somebody. I only can teach her man traits.
So you feel like only a, and then I just
And
want,
teach her how to be. I only can teach her what I think a woman can be. I'm not aware of woman. Then, so I'm saying I can't train her. I could be like, oh, this is what I think a woman should be. This my image. So I'm saying I couldn't be. You need another woman to teach a woman. Just like you know, we was raised by a single mama.
yeah,
She only told us how much she could teach us. We still had to go out there and figure out our own.
definitely. I totally
You know what I'm
agree,
saying?
and I see what you're saying, Diamond. Uh, I feel like this. Forget it. It's the POV. We're gonna get there. I feel like you're limited when it comes to teaching how to be a certain gender. I do feel like you're limited when, like Jamal was saying, I can't teach my daughter how to be a female. I can teach her things about females, and but I can't teach her how to be a female. Like she's getting to that age where she about to become a woman medically. What I'm saying? Me to death. I can't help her with that. I hope I'm not here when that happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping her mother. I'm hoping her mother is around because that. No,
So
y'all know me.
you're glad her mother's around.
No, because I don't know what to tell her. I'm gonna be like, just sit on the toilet. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, so y'all don't laugh at me. I'm just being.
Google my baby on her stuff. What I do? What I do? Google.
What I do? I'd be like, hey Siri. Like, nah. So, but my thing is there are limits, and like Sheila was saying, like you do need. I feel like, and this maybe this is a gender role. I do feel like you need a man to teach a boy how to become a man, and vice versa. You need a woman to teach a young girl how to be a woman. So that to me that is a gender role. That's your job. Your job is to, hey, I have to train you on what to be. But my thing is, if you're too busy, I'm getting in trouble today. It's all right. I feel like this. There's so many women who are trying to be the mama and the daddy, or to be the father. You cannot be the father. You're not a father. That's not what you are. You're a mother. Be a mother. You can't be both.
But I
Go
think
ahead.
being biased, like, this is because I'm raised by a single mama now.
But we both were. We got the same
So am I. Me too.
Yeah, so I got a weakness for them. So being that they thinking, only reason I think they try to play both roles because they know you need both roles.
True, but they can't. But they're trying to do something that they can't fulfill.
That's something they trying. That's life is about choices. You made the wrong choice.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, you think you're making the right choice.
Yeah.
At the time, but you don't realize it. It's all about choices. So you can't even fault them for thinking they're making the right choices. You be like, hey, you tried. You just made the wrong choice. So you got to keep on pushing. That's how I do it.
What about this?
Right.
Okay. I get what you're saying, Jeff. I also get what Jamal was saying. And so my thing is, I feel like you got that single parent mother who is doing what Jamal said because she's just trying to give them the best of both worlds, right? But then, not trying to be funny, you got that other single mother who is a little bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like, I can be all that you need, and you don't, need a male figure.
Right.
I don't know if y'all ever came across that, but it do happen.
I've seen some.
And I think that's where the majority of this conversation, this topic is coming from. Because we see a lot of that. And it's not to, downplay anybody. And then piggybacking off of Jeff, like, you can't be both. And I feel like sometimes those, women in that situation, like you said, it's a little bit of bitterness. So they come off as that, I'm the mama, I'm the daddy. Yeah. It's my job to teach my son to be a man. And like you said, you can only do so much. I wasn't a single mother of a boy for a long period of time, but I was. And even in that, I never thought of the role as his dad. I just felt like, look, it's gonna be me and you, because I didn't know Jamal was in my future. It's gonna be me and you. It is what it is. I would hear guys that knew us would always tell you this. You're the man of the house. Take care of your mom. You know, but I wasn't, trying to be his dad because I knew that was something I couldn't. And also, I didn't have that example myself, so it was no way in the world I could say, I can try to help you become a man when I didn't even experience a father myself.
Well,
So you didn't try to do that for him.
No.
Okay.
see, okay, so now we're gonna get into some stuff because I have to say the same thing too, and I'm gonna put this disclosure out there. I love my father, but at the same time, my father wasn't like there to show me stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, for there's a lot of guys who don't have that example of what a male in the house is like,
Right.
and so now it's like, where do you get your where do you, what who do you follow? Do you follow what you see on TV? Do you follow the people in the neighborhood? Do you follow your uncles? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, or do you follow like, where do you get your example of, hey, this is what a man is, this is what a woman is?
Mm-hmm. Right.
If you lack that example, go ahead, bro. It seems like you got something to say.
I ain't got nothing to say. Hey, I'm listening. uh, for me, I'll say, God, you got to create it. It's all you got to create it because you can't, like, if you whatchamacallit, like, you can take bits and pieces from other people's stuff that you see and be like, okay, I want this part, but not that part. I like this about this. So you creating your stuff, your own happiness, because other than that, you can't look at somebody else and say, oh, this is good, because you're always looking at the glass half full. It might look good, but in their house, it's terrible.
Shoot.
So I
Go
got a
ahead, Ryan.
question for you two fellas. So the lack of a father figure as a male, right? How do you shape that into you guys being fathers of boys?
It's like a more determination. Like, all right, what you not gonna do. I 100% know what I'm not doing. So that's already pushed me ahead because I'm like, okay, I can't do this. So it's already motivating me to go forward and do the best I can for my kids. So I will never, because I know
Now,
what I didn't want. And when I went through, so I'd be like, oh, I want
Mm-hmm.
that for my kids. So I want to allow that. So it already gave me an advance of pushing forward.
I have to agree with Jamal. That I won't say this. I had two phases, so I'm in my second phase right now. My first phase was just like Jamal. I was like, I don't know everything that a man is, but I know what I'm not going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know what I don't like, and so my thing was, one of the things me and Sheila talked about, like growing up, we wasn't told that, hey, I love you. So that was something I made personal
It's a big
when
deal.
I had my kids. I tell my kids, I make it a point. It's me personally, I make sure I tell my kids every day,
Every
I
day.
love you. It's to the point where they be like, I know, Dad, I know. I like, no, you're gonna get sick and tired of it because I don't want you to feel like I felt because I didn't hear that. And
Mm-hmm.
so, like I said, like, so that first phase, it was just like, I'm gonna do the opposite of everything I seen everybody else do. And so I'm still walking blind, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. What helped me was I was fortunate enough. I I came across a mentor, and he showed me an example of what a man was. And it wasn't just like, oh, I see you, I want to be just like you. It was more of, he started, I started watching him, but it was the way that he carried his life. It was how he took the time to teach me certain things that I wasn't aware of. And so I started following his example, but I was still being myself. I wasn't trying to be him. He was teaching me how to be a better version of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that I had to do was, it was healing from that past of, stop. I realized I was working out of a place of fear and anger because that's where I was coming from. Like my fear was I don't want to be like the men that I seen in my life. The anger was I was angry because there wasn't no men really in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I was working off of. And so he told me, nah, work off of, hey, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. So my thing is I'm trying to install in my son love. Hey, passion, love. So here's the funny thing. It bothers me a little bit because, my son doesn't have any grit. You know what I'm saying? He just happy go lot like he a suburban kid. That's him. Like he don't know. Like I'd be like, bro. Like sometimes you gotta tell me you like don't let nobody take advantage of you. But he doesn't have everything is happy go lucky. Everybody loves me, and so he doesn't have a reference for that. So yes, I'm doing my job, but then the other part of me is like, man, I kind of want you to have a little bit of that. But I
Right.
don't. So
It's
it's
for life he gonna experience. You know what I mean? It'll come. It'll come with time. But be grateful for that. I miss the time when the kids could go to school and have all love. I hate the part that now it's drama here and this here and this. I was like, Lord, why I can't go to school and go to school?
Right.
Lord, I'm up here every day. Like, hey, who this little girl say what? Little boy.
That is
but nah.
crazy.
But that's pretty much what it is. It's tough because I'm still in a place where I'm like, hey man, Josiah, you gotta take out the trash. But then
Mm-hmm.
I have my daughter Janiyah like, oh, I can take out the trash. And at first I was like, nah, that's not your job. But then I was like, dang, nah, you can take out the trash because I don't want her to, say I don't give her a
Like you
complex,
happening.
right? Because then,
You
Our
hang
girls, because our girls like, oh no.
but
I'm about
because
to
you know
say,
how.
yeah, it hit.
Yeah.
It don't hit everybody.
No,
Soraya ain't saying nothing.
that's right. I ain't saying that. So it's a little more prissy. But I didn't. What I don't want to do is like I said, I don't want to handicap her so that when she get older, she was like, oh, I don't take out the trash because that's what we have done. We have these women now like, oh, I don't touch the trash. I was told I
Absolutely.
don't touch the trash, and like, no, it's not that you can't touch the trash. At my house, I'll say that, like Jamal said, it's more of a preference. In my house, I prefer the men to take out the trash, but if we are not available.
Yeah.
Yes, I want the trash because my thing is this: if I've been gone at work or gone doing whatever, running errands, and I come in the house and the trash is funky,
I'm still there.
I'm right. I'm looking like dang, babe, because my expression is like
Right.
dang, like you couldn't take out the trash or something because this thing stinks. I know you smell it.
So bad. So yeah, I want
Go
to
ahead.
switch it up a little bit. Here's what I say about gender roles. I think they have the power to limit, because this is my thing, right? If you have gender roles in your relationship, in other words, if you got it where, okay, this is what you do, I don't do that, you do these things, I'm gonna do these things, and we'll never trade off or nothing like that. What happens if something happens to that other person and they're not able to do what they used to do? Then what? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I feel like having your
Trash ain't
relationship
getting taken out no more, girl. That's what's happening. Your trash ain't
I'm
getting taken out
saying,
no
so like
more.
there's been times there's been times where like I wasn't feeling well. I'm just coming from the hospital. I'm in the bed. Matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, walking from the bed to the bathroom was a job. So everything else in the house, honestly, it was falling on Jeff. Thankfully, his grandma, taught him pretty well. And Jeff does clean, okay,
Oh yes.
and he can cook and he can handle the kids on his own. He does, like, we can both handle things independently as well as corporately, and I think that's what you need to have. You need to be able to function together as well as separate. But I think the
Right.
time has passed for it to be like, oh, that's a man's job, that's a woman's job. Like I don't know about that. I can't like get with that.
You know,
So go ahead.
some fun fact. Out of the two of us, Jamal is the neater. person. He is the one that will keep things clean. I'm not saying I'm a mess, but he's the one. Like,
I got OCD.
yeah, I can
No, he does. Jamal is he can be a little.
yeah,
I said I get it that you want it to be clean and neat.
right.
I am here for it.
Let's touch this comment right here that's on the screen.
I was laughing. Oh,
So, because my thing is this, I guess my question would be, and I'm not saying it's a problem, but to dig into your relationship, where does that come from? Because that's something I had to dig into because, like, where did my beliefs come from on these gender roles? Because here's my thing. It's not that I can't do dishes. I don't like doing dishes. My brothers would tell you, I will fill the sink up. I will wash half the dishes and leave the other half in the
You know how to
water.
hide some dishes. You know how to hide. I ain't never seen nobody hide no dishes. Granted, it was terrible because we lived in a house full of boys and my uncle. So we did it like this is your day. So if the rules was like after 12, if the dish is not washed, you got another day. So what we did was, being that we brothers and ignorant, we'll hide all our dishes for the whole
what
day.
in the world? What?
Wait till 11:59 because your day next, and we would just throw all the dishes in the sink. Like, yeah, somebody had to wash dishes tomorrow. Not it's your day.
It's your day.
Again. You gotta wash these dishes and wash them again tomorrow. So,
Nah. But no, that was me. But my thing is, it's not that I don't have the ability to wash dishes. Now my thing is, I thank God for dishwashers because she'll be like, "Babe, can you wash the dishes?" I don't. That's something I just don't like. I'm not saying it's a woman's job. It's just something that me personally, I don't like to do. So my thing is, if I get the opportunity, like we have a dishwasher, thank God for it. I will pile up the dishwasher and I will load it, and put the little stuff in there and set it up. But then at the same time, I don't like to put them away either. So my thing, like, really, I don't like to do dishes, but I will put them in the dishwasher.
But
like that's my compromise.
Granted, I can figure that because I don't mind doing dishes. I don't like doing the bathroom.
So that's where we compromise.
You know me and germs. I really don't like germs, and that's what the most germs are at in that bathroom. I don't care. Look, I ain't got a problem. Give me some gloves, but other than that, then I ain't. Hey, if she be like, I got it, I ain't gonna hesitate. You good? Got you. Say less. You got it. That's a go. But if it's just me in the house, I'll clean it.
Cool. You got something, baby?
All I'm saying is, let's roll back a minute. I just want to say the dishwasher is a great thing. It's good. However, a little bit like Jamal, you have to pre-rinse your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. You cannot lean on that dishwasher thing to get everything.
Come out. Let's pause right there. Because my thing is this. If I'm gonna rinse the dish, I might as well go ahead and clean the dish. That's the whole point. That it's called a dish washer. It's supposed to wash your dish. I don't need to have to rinse my dish for you to clean it. That's not going right. That's not right.
I mean, it just helps, Nevertheless, I don't have anything to add. I think if that's a compromise and it works for your house, because that's the other thing too. You got to do what works for your house. Mm-hmm. You got to do what works for your relationship.
Exactly.
To excess stuff off. You got to do what works for you. You can't be sitting there talking about, well, Jamal over there, I mean, he cooking 2 times out the week.
Right.
Like, no, you're not gonna get anywhere like that. Right. You can't do that.
Bring Jamal house over here.
He ain't gonna mess nothing up. Only thing you gonna hurt is the kids getting their dinner cooked. Hey, I survived off of cereal and oozing noodles. Don't play with me. I mean, that drink cooking it up, boy.
That is not
I
cooking.
mean, it's just like it's just balance. I think everybody got their strengths.
Right.
You just got to be secure in the areas where you are strong and the areas where you're not as strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's
So-
like, even like with the girl, like Jeff teaches the children how to defend himself. Number one, he has had proper and improper training. Okay, so
Wait a minute.
Big on the improper training.
What improper training?
You know improper.
Improper training. Oh no, what's
Like-
improper?
for,
Training is the
You went
street.
to that dude. You went to that dude class, Joe. What's that security guard? The one that be grabbing the gun and stuff.
No, y'all know the improper training.
no,
Those,
but I'm saying, okay, like so for instance, like growing up, I ain't have to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It wasn't my. It's not my life. It's not my history. So you know, Jeff. You know, he teaches the girls. He teaches Josiah. You know, he teaches them how to defend themselves. I can defend myself. Let's not get it twisted. But to be taught the proper way, Jeff do it, and I don't feel no type of way about it. Or
I
even
say
like
same
Jamal, he be
here.
teaching Janiyah. I don't feel no type of way. Like whatever.
Right.
Don't be like, you're not gonna teach my daughter. Like whatever. Like no.
Right. I get that. Because I grew up fighting.
I'll say, but I think it's very important for especially females to learn how to defend themselves all the time. Like it's important for men to know. I mean, the boys to know, but it's important for females to know how to
Why is that?
defend themselves. Huh?
Why?
Because,
Because,
the reason for me, because like you said, I'm not teaching no genders over here, so it's certain rules. Like I made rules for them. Hey, girls can't hit you in your private parts,
Right.
or in your face.
Correct.
Then you can take off. I'm sorry. Hey, you gonna have to tell your mama. Hey, you can take off. You gotta learn a lesson. You can keep your hands to yourself somehow. You're not getting no free licks off on my son. I don't play about my face either. Don't hit me in my face. Hey, I'll play all day with you. Don't hit me in my face.
Hold on, bro.
Don't hit me in my genitals. You know what I mean?
No, hold on. But isn't that a little gender basis? Because check this out. You said if a woman hits him in his private area or his face, then he's able to hit her.
No.
Right? No. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not knocking you. I just want to make.
I love something out. I love something out too.
Go ahead.
And all I said is the blow hurt. If it really hurt, like the blow really hurts. Because I understand. Because reaction is reaction. Because hey, if you hit me real hard, I'm like, I'm sorry.
But no, check me out though.
Yes.
Hold up, check me out though. But if another dude hits him, it don't matter where he hits him at. He can hit him back though, right?
You got to.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's genders. There's different rules with different genders.
Now, what I was
No, it's not no gender because they're just being boys on boys, girl on girl. If a boy let another boy hit him, you know that's just him testing him already. So if he let it slide, they're gonna try to bully him.
So a female's not trying to test the dude.
She could be trying to. She might like him.
She
It might be
could
love
be.
test.
but I would
A
say
dude it could be love taps for the dudes now too. So
hey,
no,
I ain't
I'm
going
just
there.
You're right. Hey, you're right.
You gotta come to 2023.
Yeah, 2023. So it's like,
But
hey,
then-
you gotta ask it. But now you gotta sit back and think. And be like, hey, we hit you. Now it might be harassment. So,
But then on the flip side of that, okay, so the guy hits a guy, right? You said automatic. So it's like a respect thing. He automatically got to hit him back.
I'm talking about like you saying hit. Usually when a dude hitting somebody, another dude, he's not hitting him just on some soft stuff. Like,
right.
if he hitting me for a reason, right?
So
That's what I'm saying. A dude's not hitting another dude for no reason.
Well, I don't know
I'm
nowadays.
saying y'all run into each other like we run into each other playing basketball. It ain't never no problems. You get smacked on the court. I got smacked in the face on the basketball court. Didn't even get mad because we playing ball.
if it was an accident,
We were playing ball.
we're talking about, but that's an accident. We're talking about purposely because
It might be purposes. You don't know.
no, but we all know as a dude, if a female hits you, that's on purpose. She's hitting you for a reason.
Well, sometimes it's because they like you. Now,
That's
I'm not
what I'm
saying
saying.
that
Could be
it's
for
right,
like.
but
I'll take a
no,
hit if you like
for
me.
real, because
Oh, that shit's
growing
so
up,
good.
because
I
like
like
for
you,
me,
girl.
growing up, I would wrestle dudes all the time.
Right.
And some of them I did like, and I would wrestle with you, like for real, for real. We about to roll on the floor.
Because that's what I was about to say. How does it go for our daughters? If a guy hit her, in her mind, this boy just hit me. But what if it was on some he liked her?
See,
Uh-huh.
maybe hit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but I teach, so I say no boy. I tell my daughters, boys not allowed to put their hands on you.
Why?
Right.
Because I don't want them to get comfortable putting their hands on my daughter. First of all,
This is what I'm trying to get to.
Wrapping my hands
My
on
thing is,
you.
it's not across the board. My thing is, it's not across the board. Because we say 50-50, but what we're saying is, it's 50-50 until you get to certain things. Because it's okay for a dude to hit another dude, but it's not okay for a dude to hit your daughter.
But
Now,
also,
granted,
you
I'm
said-
with you. I agree. I don't want it.
I'm
Right.
about to say, it's okay. Like I tell my kid, the dude can't hit her. Just like I tell her, don't hit no dude.
Right. Now we do say
I
that.
say, don't hit no dude. You can't don't hit no dude. Now, the girl situation, that's on you. You gonna have to handle that. I can't fight no girl for you. And I can't fight no little boys for you. I got, you know what I mean? But I can protect you from little boy. Little girls, I could try. Like, you can talk to their parents.
They
That's what you can do. I can't, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying,
You gonna have
like,
to
for
protect yourself.
one,
It's like how the boys is. Like my sons. Hey, we could go talk to the parents, but eventually y'all gonna have to throw these hands.
males are stronger. Now, that's just what it is. I'm not saying women are not strong, because you got some women out there who hit hard. But I'm going to say this the best way I possibly can. For instance, like Jeff. Jeff has heavy hands. Straight up. Whoever he has been in a fight with, I feel for you. Because, like, one day he was teaching me how to box. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I could take a hit. Don't get me wrong. But I was like, yo. And I mean, he was barely touching my hand. I was like, I'm about to test you. You know, I'm about to test you out, see what you made of. Because I was like, you feel like steel. But I'm just saying, so I'm saying that to say dudes, like, I mean, some, dudes are naturally stronger. That's just what it is. They built different. I mean,
Wait a minute.
No, that's real. Y'all are built different. What? To me, I'm like, yeah, there's some females out there, and that female is strong, but I'm telling you, dudes are naturally stronger.
Only
Go out there, lift your weights, do you boo-boo, all that. But to me, in my opinion, males are stronger. I seen some feminine dudes, but don't you dare get in a fight with them. They still hit hard. I'm just saying. I'm done.
For one, hold on. Put the comment on the thing. I just want to say, don't come for my wife.
What? What does that mean?
We'll
I
talk
don't know
about
a whole lot about wrestling.
We'll talk offline. We'll talk offline. That's a phone call. Your phone will be ringing. So
We done lost somebody.
it's all right. We'll get them back.
They'll be
But
back. Yeah.
while we're waiting for them to get back on, we just wanted to say that we're talking about gender
roles. Yes.
And so we're here. Should there be gender roles? Yes, no. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you in between? I'm more of an in between
Let us
person.
know.
I'm more of an in between person.
Put it in the
where
comments.
It is to me. It's situational. I do feel like there are certain roles that a dude should be ahead of. You know what I'm saying? Should be doing, and then what I'm saying, there's certain roles that should favor a woman.
Now,
But
I tell you what,
go ahead.
if me and Jeff is out and somebody is coming at me, God dog it, he better take me.
Well,
You better not sit there and let them take me out.
Hold on.
We're going to have a whole situation.
Go ahead, Jamal.
That's why I bought her a gun. So, hey, if we're going to shoot together, hey, I might got a duck. You would have got my six, girl. You would have got that. Hey.
And what
I
I'm
gotta
saying,
reload. You gotta get the busting back and then me pop back up.
because you do have, you do got dudes out there who feel like it's okay to hit women. They feel like it's okay to, approach females and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Granted, it's not okay to hit a female.
Not at all. We do not condone that.
Yeah. But if your wife getting jumped, you ain't hitting no female.
I'm not even gonna front.
I plead
if it
the
was
fifth.
multiple dudes, I would still jump. I was like, y'all not gonna take. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna grab.
No.
You said for multiple dudes. Oh, if it's multiple dudes, I'm sorry, I'm shooting.
I was about to say, Dad, you better get the car. You better hit somebody. You better get the car.
Something's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to help.
My thing is, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. I just know my baby's gonna be all right. My baby's gonna be okay.
If y'all, he gonna hit y'all if y'all jump his wife.
And repent that night.
So hold up, since we're going that route, so is protection a male job?
Oh no,
because you know what I'm saying. Because
I say, but they both protecting because we protect the wife in the household, but the wife always protect the kids. So that we both protect us.
Then who's protecting you?
I protect. I feel like because I'll be like, there be some females out there, and I see them looking. I see them watching, and I'll be like, I see you.
That's what life of a man is.
Listen,
you don't feel like I would protect you.
Don't come to my husband all crazy. I'm telling you,
I'm saying I wouldn't want that because it'll be. I don't want to see. Think about it. You just like you said, you getting jumped. I'm about to get jumped. You come out there. You ain't gonna do nothing. As soon as somebody hit you, it's over. You know what I mean? Bro, come on. Now I gotta do life in jail because I'm gonna get a double murder. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I can't. Beating you up ain't enough. You know, I smack my girl. My eye hurt. I swole. I can't. You know what I mean? What I do after that? Like, what you do after that? No.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
it's a both job, just different types of protection. I agree.
Right.
Okay.
Man's peace of mind.
I like that. I like that.
I like that.
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm like, who this? I'm about to like that.
You know what?
Oh, that's on YouTube.
You know who that is?
That's T.
No, that's not T.
No, that is T.
Not the second one.
No, the second one is T. She got two different.
That's Corey.
Oh, T said it was her. But
T
anyway.
is the other one.
Okay, I see. So yeah, that was Corey that commented last.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if we're, if you out and a female is coming at your dude, I would like to think you're going to step in and say something. If you out and a man is coming at your female, I would like to think you're going to step in and you're going to do something.
Oh, now he shouldn't be coming in because as soon as he take that first step, he's going to be going backwards. I'm just saying, like.
How do we feel about the non-violent approaches? Like, what is your, like, do you sit back if you see a guy walking towards Sheila, right? You know how guys are. They gonna try a female when they see one. They're not really looking for the dude. So say like you're sitting back, you in the car, you notice somebody approach her. He's not on no aggression, more of a flirting type of thing. Do you let Sheila kind of, be like, hey, like how
get a word in?
I got a story.
Okay.
All right, I got a story. We was on vacation, so we on a cruise, and so we on the cruise. We at the little night spot. The music's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there lounging. Sheila just got off the dance floor. Cool. You know what I'm saying? She dancing with our friends and whatnot. And so she got thirsty, so she went to go get her something to drink. Cool. So she at the little what's the thing? The little bar, getting her something to drink. And so dude step up to her. I'm watching. I'm always watching my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
So I'm watching because I'm I'm sitting down and I'm watching her. She's getting something to drink. Dude step to her, and she hit him with the, what I'm saying, like I can see he's trying to holler at her. I don't. I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in my marriage. She'll hit him with the, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I see the hand go up like I'm good. She go about her business. Then he steps a little bit closer, and he's still rapping to her. Now I'm sitting up a little bit more. So then she was just like I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. That's twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going. All right. Now I'm up out of my seat. But Sheila sees me. Sheila's like this. Like, no. I'm like, no, because he's not
It
getting
was
it.
under control.
I,
I wasn't by myself.
she wasn't myself. She had her girlfriend with her. But you know what I'm saying? My thing was now I'm coming because now I feel disrespected because she done told you twice, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now since you're not listening, now you need to be removed. So yes, I was on my way to take care of that. But
No, you don't want to go to
friend
jail
stepped
on
up.
the
Yeah, her friend stepped up and told him some words and sent him around his way. But no, he was about to get dealt with. What he didn't know was I had my other brother Brian with me because Brian saw the same thing I saw. So Brian was coming around the back. I'm coming around the front. We was about to take care of business. That's all I was about to say. But I do feel like when it comes to stuff like that, no, like I'm gonna protect. To me, that's part of my protection from my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to. She tried the non-violent way.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do my Malcolm X way. Any means necessary. So
What would y'all say like when it comes to kids? Like,
what you
so
mean?
here's what I didn't know. Just when it comes to like protecting the kids or what have you. So we went to a little Christmas play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sonia had a little Christmas show. You missed this one, babe. You was at work. And my son is handsome. And the little girls just they seem to know. And this little girl decided she was gonna hug on my son.
Uh
And she
oh.
was going to
Sorry.
just what's up? Oh, did he say something?
He said he
I'm
was
sorry, baby.
sorry.
Oh, what's happening?
I'm sorry. It was a little connection, but go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So basically we went to the Christmas play and Josiah, he up there, he doing his little performance. And then I noticed that the little girl beside him was try to grab at him and she just started to like bring him in. And I was like, no, she can't hug. Okay. Because something in me said, I'm about to snatch you off these risers. And I said, no, because it's a kid. It's a kid.
Right.
And Jeff has to, bring me down with that because I'm like, you can stop touching my son now.
Right.
It's the same thing with the girls. We was out one day, and granted, Soraya, she's tall. She looks like a young lady. This older guy walked by. Jeff saw him looking. Jeff has already proceeded out of the car. I was like, no,
Okay.
don't do it. He was like, he knows she's a kid. I was like, I don't know whether he knows she's a kid or not. But anyway, but some
No.
people,
Let me say this.
what?
Yeah. For those who haven't seen my daughter, yes, my daughter's about to my shoulder. Like she's tall, but she looks like the what's she 12, 11, 12
She's
year old that
11.
she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's 11. She's about to be 12. She looks like a kid. When you got a grown 40-year-old man checking out her body, no, you done pissed me off. Like, no, I'm about because you nasty. You a pervert, and like you're not gonna be looking at my daughter like she's some piece of meat. Like, we're not doing that.
Well, basically,
Nah.
what I was saying is some people are just like, you got certain gender roles in a relationship where they be like, the man handles all the confrontational things, even when it comes to kids. Or they be like, the mom handles, all of that. I know, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be like, nah.
Nah, I'm not gonna say no because hey, we at a restaurant, my food wrong. I don't tell them. Right. I'm sorry.
Well, piggybacking off of Sheila, like certain roles, like for instance, when it comes to like getting the kids as far as school and shopping for the kids. I feel like that wasn't an assigned role. I just feel like that's just one of my roles as mom. Like, I don't expect Jamal to register the kids in school and do the school shopping or just regular shopping for them throughout the year.
School shopping though.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is I don't expect that from you, if that makes sense. If we're talking about the roles.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me just say, Jeff
like-
ain't going to the store because if Jeff go to the store, the girls ain't gonna have nothing but shorts and pants. They might not get a dress, like, because he just like, I don't even know what their shorts might look like. They might come back with them Bermuda shorts. Like, I don't even know. I'm just like, no, I got it.
There's a length. There's a length. My thing is this. There is a length.
I'm with Jeff. There's a length.
But no, Soraya's tall, and I'd be like, babe, that's regular. That's shorts.
Nah.
She just tall.
I mean,
Too much.
it's something like sometimes I gotta let them be their age. I be like, but sometimes I be like, that's a negative. Like, I don't. There's a lot of negatives because I don't let you be too grown. So it's a lot of negatives. I'm sorry.
Like, me and you, as my daughter, we're not about to have matching shorts. Like,
Oh yeah, you can't have no grown woman stuff.
Oh no, they don't wear what I wear. That's for sure.
No.
no.
But no, it comes.
If you walk around the house and your shorts pass, whoa. Where is she? Ty has some shorts on.
Yeah, Ty has some shorts.
She got some. I don't know where. I don't
like
know.
the biker shorts.
all
But she
I
wear them
hear
around
is-
the house.
All I hear is, "Come on, is Ty got drawers on." I said, "What?" Ty walking around in drawers. I said, "What are you talking about?"
Is Ty supposed to wear
With
shorts?
she supposed to wear them shorts. She supposed to wear shorts. She can wear shorts she want to. Come on.
He's like, not them
Not
shorts.
those shorts. He was saying it so much I had to go see. I was like, what kind of shorts?
Because he
you
was
got
really
on?
like
His
concerned.
house
He was
in here. He was adamant. Everything seen him. Ooh, Daddy, you see this? See what?
That's
No, but I'm like that with my daughter too because my daughter Soraya, like we said, she's getting older and stuff like that, and she likes to wear like she had the little biker shorts on the other day,
Mhm.
and
I
now
had to get her together.
she tried to be a little combative with me a little bit because I was like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you to change those, but you're gonna have to put like a gown on or something like that to cover it up because it's like really fitting.
Right,
And
right.
you know what I'm saying? And she's becoming a woman, so she's starting to fill out in different places. And so I'm just like, hey, you have me here and you have your brother here. We don't need to see that.
Right.
And so
Now I back him
there,
up on that.
not all the time, but
Wait
you
a
do- you do-
minute. Wait a minute. You don't
No.
see it.
Commercial
but I
break.
do back you-
Commercial break. Hold on.
I do back you up with that. You might not always hear it or see it, but I talk to the girls and I be like, you can't be around here showing everything. I'll be like, your dad don't want to see it and your brother don't need to see it. It's just not like, that's not what we doing. That's not ladylike. I do. Now, if it's just us and like, you and Josiah are gone, you free. I ain't,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when we're all here together, there's a way to dress. I have been talking to them about that. Speaking of
So
such, let me just throw this in here real quick.
go ahead.
The other day, your niece tried to have a little midriff. I had to pull her together. I'm just saying, she tried it. I'm glad her dad didn't see it because it was early. I was like, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going to school." I was like, "No, you're not going to school like that, okay?" I don't
Right.
know what everybody else is doing, but that's not what we're doing.
All right. So got a question though. So there's a stereotype that men, I didn't make this up, it's just a stereotype, that men should be the provider in the house. They should be the primary provider. Like they taking care of the household, like financially. So like here, let me explain
Oh,
better.
I see what you're saying.
What
Whoever,
what a man makes takes care of the house. What a woman makes is for her. Where do y'all feel like on that?
I
when
feel
it
like
comes
you
to
better
it? 'Cause
do what works best for your house because that's not gonna work in everybody's house. And over here in
Yeah.
this house, that's not gonna work.
And I feel like you were I don't know, I feel like that saying comes from the baby boomer generation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, and I get it, but that was like, I feel like that was the norm. That's what worked then, because the women then back then, they didn't really, a lot of them didn't work. You know, they were taking care of the house, taking care of the kids. So the man in the house did work. I feel like now though, that's not one. A lot of households is not going to survive just just because the man is working. So
I mean, eggs are $7.
right. So time has changed. So I feel like that's just something like I said, from that generation that was constantly repeated to you guys, because you know, y'all grandparents and even our parents. I remember when we had a big blowout, when things weren't so great. And you know, I was talking to my dad. Now, granted, y'all, I only met my dad about 4 years ago. And we were having a conversation, and that was the first thing he kept saying. He was like, "You're married. Your husband should be doing this. Y'all shouldn't be in this predicament, whatever." And at first, I'm like, you know, this is my dad telling me this. Maybe, you know, this is what he's right. So it started making me be combative towards him. Well, my dad said, and that's one thing, like I said, I had to learn: keep people out your business, especially your marriage, especially if they're one-sided. But at that time, that's what I was hearing. You know, you're married. Pretty much it was, I'm married. I'm not supposed to be struggling because I'm married. And my husband, and my husband is supposed to be making sure I have everything that I need.
You know,
Well, I'm so glad my mama ain't think like that, because let me tell you something. She done helped us out tremendously. And it wasn't because Jeff won't doing what he was supposed to do. God dog, it stuff costs. And we got multiple kids. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, what's that? Thank you, Mom, for all your contributions to the Satchel household. We thank you and love you. Shoot. The way these kids be growing and eating and stuff. Thank you. We want to thank you.
Let me see. Can you put Corey's comment back up?
Sure.
I got you. And so he's like, that's only for a man who is financially independent, and a man who is financially independent will be like that for his wife automatically. I agree.
I agree with that too.
So my thing is, let me flip that real quick. Is it okay? Because, you know, we got a lot of women chasing the bag. My thing is, I don't care. Do you, boo? You know what I'm saying? But is it okay for the wife to be the primary breadwinner and the man to be at home? Because a lot of people frown on that when they be like, "Oh, you got this Negro sitting on your couch."
I'm cool.
First of all, who's sitting on the couch? Period.
Yeah, you take care of me. I'm in the bed. I'm in your bedroom, girl. What you talking about? Take care of me. I'm in the crib. I'm in the bed, girl. I ain't on nobody couch. It's like, but no, I don't have no problem with it. Like I said, I told you, I'm 50-50. If I can do it, you can do it. Besides, give birth. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, that's how you fought for rights. And you was like, we can do whatever man can do. And y'all showed it, too. Hey, y'all can. Y'all tough, strong, just like us.
I feel like both people should, at some point, have that equality of working and taking care of stuff. Because if you think about it, for instance, when you got sick and got surgery, you was down for a couple of years. If I was one of those females that was like, well, I'm with you and you supposed to be taking care of me, then anything could have happened at the time when you wasn't physically able to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I never had that chance, or I never experienced working and taking care of a family, and just because, you have a man,
but I feel like,
then how would I be able to carry the load, because you can't?
Hold on.
What I feel is like, that when it comes to if we really rocking, because if we rocking, you gonna pick up where I fell off at. So at that time, it's a lesson. So that's what it comes to. This relationship is always a lesson. So if it come to that and you can't handle it, hey, I learn better next time from the next relationship, because it's not happening. But if you can, this supposed to, hey, it's meant to be something, or it might go further. But other than that, at the time, that's how you got to look at it. You can't look too far ahead. You got to look at it right in your face. That's how I look at it. Like,
I get what you said, because it's, well, like I said, it's balance. So like, if you're like, if the female, like if you got a business, right? Let's say it calls for you to travel. You know, you travel a lot. So then that means that the husband or fiance, boo boo, whatever you got, he home. So he holding down the house while you're out traveling, handling business. And it might flip, and it might be like vice versa. So why can't it just be we're doing whatever's necessary in that moment? So like for me, there's some times where I have to travel. Well, guess what? If I'm traveling, then Jeff is holding it down. You know what I mean? Like, why is it when a male is taking care of home, he's a babysitter, but when a woman is taking care of home, she doing the thing? Like,
she independent.
Straight up.
Woman in the world, girl. Most independent, take care of a man, grown man.
But my thing is, because you got, like, for real, there's some females out there who are not domestic. Like, I've got some, I've had friends and we've had conversation, and like, for real, they not domestic. They not. So it's just all about, you know, where you strong at or what have you. Like, you got some men who are domestic, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You like the kitchen a certain way, or you like the, you know, whatever. Like, we got to take the gender out of that. Now, well, here's what I am saying too. Now, let me tell you something. Now, if your significant other is working and she don't make but $8, okay, you should be doing something too. All right. I'm not saying that, you know, it just needs to make sense. Like, let's just use wisdom. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, for me, like, if I make bump that. When I make six figures, we still gonna operate the same way we do right now. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, one of my goals is I want to be able to retire my spouse so that he can do the things that he loves to do.
That's
and you showing up can do it.
And it's not for me. And my plan is not to be like, oh, look at what I did for you. No. Like, for real, like, since we've been married, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, he been the word that's work. He's been more consistent with working than I have, because like at one point I just couldn't keep a job. But nevertheless, you gotta use balance and wisdom.
For real.
You know what I mean? If I'm like what my brother said, what Brian said, we both coming up. Exactly. If I make a meal, we both just made it. Matter of fact, I need him to tell me how we about to handle these numbers, because he do numbers. I don't do numbers.
Right.
So what I look being like, you ain't getting my money. Like, if that's how you feel, don't get married.
Right.
What in the world? Like, don't get married. And I mean, maybe you just don't trust the person that you with. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'll say this. My viewpoint has changed. Like I said, I grew up being taught one thing, but as I have matured and I'm approaching 40, I have changed my viewpoint. Like Sheila said, I'm okay with Sheila retiring me. Look here. I look forward to it, because been working for a long time. I've been working since I was 14. Shoot.
Right.
But here's my thing. Being retired doesn't mean you do nothing.
Right. That part.
My thing is, it's your choice to do what you want to do at that time.
Right.
You're not bound to a
9
certain
to 5.
thing. Right. And so, but my thing is, I do feel like whoever's winning is winning. And I tell Sheila this all the time. Like, if you up, you up. Like, there's a whole women's movement going on. Like, women are doing their thing right now. Like, they're really striving, and I'm cool with it. I don't care. So my thing is, if she gets moved up in that and the money come her way, that's us.
Right.
Like, she got money, that means I got money.
Yeah.
We in this together. We a team. So, and vice versa. If I'm up, she's up. We win together.
Right.
And my thing is, yes, that's where I don't have gender roles at, because We in this
We
together.
in this
Whoever's
together.
winning, we're winning. It's a team. We're a
Mhm.
team, and we're gonna do this. Whoever's winning, we winning. So it doesn't matter. It's like this. It don't matter who take the last shot on the basketball game. The whole team still wins.
Right.
And so my thing is, I don't got to be Kobe. I ain't got to be Jordan. I can be Dennis Rodman and just grab these boards.
We're gonna
Right.
cash that check.
I'm still gonna get these rings though.
You know, I don't know. That's just me. It don't matter whose name is on the check. We gonna cash it the same.
Exactly.
We gonna share it. We're gonna invest it. We're gonna, we gonna game plan it out together. Yeah, what she said. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
What we do.
You have to. I just think the stereotype of what a man or woman is tainted. And to me, I'm gonna simplify what a man is to just a visionary. I feel like a man is a visionary. You cast the vision. Hey, this is where we're going. This is our destination. And the woman is the wheels of the car that helps you get to your destination. That's just my point of view on that. What do y'all think?
I think that was great.
I agree.
Yeah, I could go with the wheels. More of an engine gal, but all right.
I mean, but you want it. Now, I will say,
Ain't no damn wheels.
Yeah, I'm okay with the wheels.
I will
I'm the engine in the
definitely
body. What are you talking? I'm the engine in the body of the car. Don't play with me. Gas
Well, fine.
too. I can get it going.
You can be the whole car. Go ahead.
I
We the
definitely
G-
will
I'm
say
just
are the engine.
I'm the GPS.
You the wheel.
That
That transmission. Yeah, you the
The car ain't running without me.
Right.
Without me.
Huh.
You ain't nothing but the muffler, boy.
I'm saying, that's what I'm bringing to the table, the engine.
The engine.
Oh
I got
man,
the steering.
I have.
I got the steering wheel and the driver's seat. That's all I got. You know what I mean? Steering wheel and driver's seat. Hey, you the whole car. I do the
My
driving.
thing is, I just think when it comes to the whole gender role thing, I say don't put too much into that.
Right.
Yeah, I want it either.
I-
Because like you said, if we together, we're a team. So I
Right.
don't want to put too much on it. If I don't got it, hey, I don't
Right.
mind. I don't want to have to feel pressure. Oh, I can't borrow money from my girl or my wife. Like what? Because it look weird. Now I got to be broke. You got money and I'm broke. No, now we're gonna have problems.
Let me tell you something. This happened. This happened. Like last week or something like that. We went out to eat, and normally, what I'm saying, you go out to eat, and what I'm saying, they slid me the check. Well, I don't get paid until the next week. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what?
So my wife went ahead and just took the check and she paid. Now, granted, we was out with some people and people was looking, and I'm just like, I don't know why you looking like that for. Like,
No,
I'm not. That doesn't bother me
Bro.
because it's still our money.
Right.
it bother you. It turn me on. And I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
He's not lying, y'all, because he will. If I grab the check, you'll see what it's in. He'll go, woo.
Yes.
All right. That's a whole nother
And
conversation.
on
That's all right.
that note,
On that note,
Wives do pay for their husbands' dates.
That's
We
true.
did.
no, that is. No, I will say that. I get what Jamal's saying. Now, I'm not saying it's a ooh, can't wait to get home, but it is a okay. Like I appreciate you on a whole nother level. Like I got you, babe. For real. All right. Okay. Like I take notice of it now. Jamal's a whole nother. That's why y'all got like 10 kids now. Like
You got more than me.
One more than you.
huh?
I got more than you. You talking about me? You just pop them out back to back. Ain't talking about me.
They know.
Yeah, they all in age.
Had to
7,
move that
6, 5, 4. God damn.
out. Hold on,
My
wait.
cougar sugar. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
See, you know what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. That's what I'm talking about, boy. I feel like a zaddy, boy. I feel like I'm a zaddy then, boy. I came up. boy. I love that, boy. I had no shame in my game. Like what?
Oh man.
She put that when they put that paper down like that. They were like, and she just grabbing and sliding her way. I'm like, can I get a refill? Yes.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh man.
The conversation.
We've been
But I got
this conversation has been great. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up though. You know, there's always a lot to talk about when it comes to gender roles, and we can go a lot deeper. And we plan on doing that on the 30th, on a Thursday.
Coming back for
on
part
a regular
2.
time.
Yeah.
Part 2.
But
we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're gonna do final words. We're gonna start off with Sheila.
Whoa.
Then we're gonna go to Jamal.
Whoa.
Then we're gonna go to Ronnie, and I will close us out. Sheila, start us off.
I'm sorry. I'm still tickled about the turn up when you take the check. that was funny to me. But I'm gonna say do what works in your relationship for you guys. You know, have balance, use wisdom, you know, use each other's strengths and weaknesses to your benefit, not your manipulation, but to your benefit. And those are my words.
All right, your turn, sir.
Oh man, I'm new to this, so it's simple. It's simple. Stay black. There you go.
You know what?
It's always one.
Always one. It's usually you, but you know, that's all right.
My closing words, what I'm going to say is let's leave the past as far as what society feels like should be. Yeah. And if we leave that alone and we focus on, like you said, Sheila, piggyback off of you, what works for your relationship. Yeah. Then I feel like that will open the door for what's the new? Like what does marriage look like now? Yes. Yeah. We're gonna keep that in mind. But what does marriage look like now in 2023? I like that. Those are my closing words.
I like that. What the new? Go ahead.
Yes.
Look like we might have another topic.
Yes.
All right. So, no, I agree with everybody. I think we have to keep society and other people's opinions out of our relationships and marriages. You have to do what's best for you.
Right.
And so, I think, like Sheila said, balance is the key to any relationship. It has to be 100. Right. I'm giving 100%, and you're giving 100%. But my thing is, in that balance, the percentages will change depending on where we are, what stages we are. So there are stages where I may be doing 80%, and my wife is doing 20, and then vice versa, when I'm not doing the most, but she is. My thing is, we have to always balance each other out.
Right.
And so you always got to tilt the scales, and it's not, well, I'm doing the most, and you get into your feelings because you're doing the most at that time. You're not going to always be doing the most. I promise you that. Keep living. Things will change. Sicknesses happen.
Yes.
You lose jobs. You get kids, cars break down, stuff happens.
Right.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to
come out of nowhere.
You're gonna have to depend on each other in different ways. So my thing is, you got to do what's best for you and your relationship. Don't get caught up on, hey, you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that. It's what you make it. And so that's how we're gonna leave it with that. Your marriage, your relationships is what you make it. Don't get stuck down.
Right.
In a gender role or any kind of role, or don't let society dictate to you what you should or shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Tradition. Thank you, babe. So with that, we're gonna get ready to sign off. We will see you Thursday, the 30th. The 30th with another topic.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Game time.
8 o'clock is gonna be game time. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. All right.
Yes.
All right. We out.
We thank you. It's been another episode of the Satchel POV.
Can I say peace without being the gang sign?
Yeah, go ahead. You did peace like this last time.
I
You
mean,
was
you
like
just
this.
threw
You
it up.
said peace.
Easy last time he was throwing up gang signs. I was like, damn, all I did was peace. I had to
Nah, you was like this, bro. You was
one
like,
finger, bro.
All right, y'all. Good night.
all right, guys.